Welcome to the Media Literacy Assignment by the students of Indic International School. Today, we will be interviewing Dr. Srinivas Abhishek, a renowned pediatrician. This conversation highlights health awareness, the importance of asking questions, critical thinking, and teamwork. Let's dive into the world of curiosity with our young minds.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Arman, and today we have Dr. Abhishek with us in an interview, who's a pediatrician, and we have students from Indic International School who have a few questions.
I am Dr. Abhishek. Keep attending lot of CMEs and meetings and all these things, but now it's very nice and it's delightful that I'm with you all in the school, interacting with you all. So yeah, you can just shoot up your questions.
So my name is Abhiram. I have a question for you, sir. How long have you been working in this field?
I've been in this field for around 15 years. I've been doing my pediatrics, and off late I'm into neonatology. That is, we handle very small babies, 500 grammars, 26 weeks, deliver early. So I do a lot of critical care in the past 10 years.
Thank you, sir. Can you tell us about times when you had to face uncooperative child? How did you handle it?
Pediatrics is all about kids, and kids are usually very not so pop. That's expected. Most of them keep crying. So the 10 months to 36 months, that age group of kids, they usually cry. If they actually don't cry, it's not. I'm a little concerned. Is there a developmental delay, or is the child sick or something like that? So they'll be crying. So there are some techniques. So I just try to put my step in between the mother and the kid, and the baby will be a little calm, and just then I listen the heartbeat and the breaths and all these. So other toys and some music and some singing or something I do, and we are very comfortable with the cry. So in that we.
And what are the milestones of development in children?
Milestones, there are different kinds of milestones. One is called the motor milestones. That is, when does a child sit, stand, walk. These are called motor milestones. The other is called fine motor milestones. That is grasping the things. The next is the social milestone. That is how we interact and how we speak to people. That is called a social milestone. So there is all the set things. Something, for example, grossly for your thing to tell is something like the child should be standing by 1 year, okay? And by 1 should be walking by 15. Another milestones should probably talk some 5 syllables by 15. These are the milestones we keep. There's a growth chart and milestone chart where we can just jot it up and see whether there are any red flags, whether the child is reaching the milestone.
Good morning, sir. I'm Riddhi, and I have a few questions. Do you offer chocolates to small babies when they cry? But aren't they unhealthy?
Chocolates are definitely unhealthy. So I don't advocate chocolates, and we should not be giving it. But once in a while, as some treat or a snack, we can give it. It should never be a replacement for your healthy diet and things like that. So sometimes I do give it. So it may be a dark chocolate or things like that where the sugar content is less. It has more antioxidants, and these things we give it not on a daily basis when a child is crying or as a just some reward or things like that. So sometimes you can always use it, probably a dark chocolate or something, but don't make it a habit.
Okay. And do you feel disheartened while giving children small babies injections?
So injections, you have to see the broader picture. Okay? So it's always disheartening to see the child going through the pain, the kind of jabs and the short-term pain that the child has it. But you have to think about the long-term benefits. Okay? So when we give a vaccine or the injections that we are giving, if you don't give it, that can lead to a long-term suffering. Like the child may suffer with some diphtheria, pertussis, and chicken pox, and these are all deadly diseases. So to prevent those things, or to prevent the long-term suffering, the pain, and all these things, we tend to give the things. So the short-term pain that is associated with injections is far better than the long-term suffering that the child. So always your parents, they come up, take the vaccines, and you should also, at this age, you should be more aware that it's more important.
Thank you, sir.
So between what age group do you treat and what age group you prefer most?
So pediatrician, I'm a pediatrician. So we handle babies who are newborn from the birth till the babies are infants, children, adolescents. So before it was like 21 years. Now we have just reduced the age till 18 years. Children are small adults. So from newborn to the infant, children and adolescents. So till 18 years. Also we tend to handle even 21 and adults also. It's just the dose difference and a little difference. So as I told you, I'm a neonatologist. So I am specialized in this small babies who are born prematurely. That is before 9 months. The normal weight being 2.5. So those who are born as 700 grams, 800 grams, and those who are born, usually the babies are born at 9 months, that is 37 weeks. So now we are saving babies as small as 26, 28 weeks. So I enjoy handling those babies where they are really critical and the parents are very tense. They want the baby to be saved, and we have a bond. It is a very stressful bond. There will be high emotions when it's a roller coaster ride where the child sometimes tips and then again picks up, and it's a very long thing. Like almost the babies are admitted for a month or 2 months, 3 months. So it's a very financially it's very difficult for the parents, and also emotionally it's very difficult. But end of the thing, when the child is saved, the kind of satisfaction the parents have it, the kind of happiness they have it, seeing that, we feel very happy. I am very happy handling those newborn babies, primates and preterm babies.
Good morning, sir. My name is Siddharth, and my question is, how do you stay calm during emergencies and serious situations?
I take stress as a challenge. Okay, so I'm more passionate about it. So I enjoy the stress. Okay, so as you know, I think learning there is stress is a positive stress and negative stress. So everyone has stress. Everyone you like have some targets to study, exams, and all. Everything is a stress. Someone is not having the stress, it's actually not normal. Stress is there. How you take it? So you should take it as a positive stress where we can do it. We can save the child. We can treat the patient. That's a positive stress. Definitely a little yoga and these things I do, so that helps me. Otherwise, you use stress resets. You should take the stress as a positive stress and not as a negative stress.
Good morning, sir. I'm Ritisha, and my question is, who or what has inspired you to become a pediatrician?
So my mother has been is a doctor. So I've seen through my childhood babies being saved, patients being treated, and the happiness. I was going to the rounds and the hospital rounds and the wards and all, seeing the things. So always I wanted to be a doctor. But during my house surgency, when I was into the pediatric ward and all, so I felt I can handle pediatrics, the kids more better, seeing the innocent souls, the small babies, and they can't tell exactly what the problem is. Like there's a adult or a big patient, they can exactly tell, we have this problem, this is the thing. But kids, they can't actually tell something, what kind of pain they are going through, what actually happened, what did they eat, and what's going on. So we see more like signs and symptoms. We tend to examine the patient and we come to a diagnosis. So I felt I can do more justice in pediatrics. So in that way I do pediatrics.
Another question I have is, what is the biggest challenge you have faced so far?
Challenges we always face. Okay? Every day is a challenge in the sense we are handling with life. Okay? And parents and patients, they trust us on life. So they trust that we'll save the kids and all. Definitely we are not God and we can't fight God. So we are precise. Every day we go out and we try to see that lives are better, more comfortable, will not have that pain, suffering, treat the children. And one of the times we may miss on the things. We can't save all the patients when we are especially into critical care and all. So that we have to answer.
Morning, sir. I'm Shalika from grade 8, and my question is, what do you think is the role of a pediatrician in our society?
As you know, pediatrician is like handles babies from newborn to the adults, and compared to the physicians, pediatricians handle something different because the organs and everything are immature, all the body organs, and the set of problems are very different. Because now we are very specific about the cognitive part of it, the developmental part of it. Yeah, and now there are a lot of rare genetic diseases and all these things. So the parents are very concerned about the milestones. So all these things are very different. So pediatrician tries to handle these genetic issues, the cognitive part, the nutrition, the development, and these things. And even for the parents and the family, the center point is the kid. They are very stressful if the child is sick, and they are very happy the child is coming. So that would be a very important role for the pediatrician for a better future, because you are all the next generation. So next generation in charge is going to be you. So if you are all fit physically, not just physically, and that is off disease, but also mentally. That is, you are emotionally good, mentally fine, having a good social you are going to be a good citizen. So pediatrician have a big role in.
How are you unique from the other doctors in the same field?
So uniqueness in the sense, everyone is unique. So probably I am more passionate about things. I don't take stress. I put my patient above anything. It's any doctor does it. So be it prioritizing the patient, even if we skip a meal, or I have some family function, or I don't mind to do as all doctors a 36-hour shift or a 48-hour shift. So we are passionate about things, and that comes as you going.
Thank you, sir.
What is the diet that we should follow in our age group and how to maintain it?
So diet, I think in your school they might have told you already. It's all about a balanced diet. Okay? So balanced diet is now there's lots of, especially it should be less in sugars, more in proteins, less of carbs, less of calories. Okay? So proteins is a good weight gain. That's a good thing. And what is something called a bad weight, that is cholesterol and carbs. So you should be avoiding all these pizzas, burgers, and the junk food, all those the fried items and all. Have a balanced diet. If you are into non-veg, always have non-veg, okay? Because it's a high protein thing. And also less on sugars is already I told you. Lots of fresh vegetables, lots of salads, a lot of fresh fruits. Okay? So the diet should be more of vegetables, fruits, and milk. You can have it twice in a day. Not too many times, but twice in a day. You can add some protein powder or something in the milk, and daily one egg if it's possible. That is, one is a non-vegetarian, a daily one egg, and definitely taking some non-veg once or twice.
So can we have smoothies, like a fruit smoothies or oats smoothies?
So what I recommend is anything which is natural. Okay? So it should not be some instant kind of thing where it should not have any preservatives or adding some artificial flavors and colors. Any kind of this thing which is made at home, which is having some natural ingredients every day.
As everyone had questions, even I have a question. Is there any other alternative for injections? Because I'm very scared of injections.
Now there's some alternatives in abroad as well as in India, that there are some painless injections where without the needle, but still in the research stage. It has not yet come up. It has its own negative things and some adverse effects. So in general, there are some painless vaccines available where they don't cause the pain. But a needle prick is still going on in India. So still in research, probably in a year or two, we may come up with without a prick. Now there are some strips and all these things, but not yet proven. As I told you, the short-term pain, you should not be thinking, and you should think about the long-term pain.
I have a question. How do you manage when a child pukes in your clinic?
For us, it's very natural things, normal things. In and out, daily we'll be seeing a child going to a motion or having a vomiting and things like that. So it's a natural phenomena is what we tend to have it. So it in us, right?
Even I have a small question. Do you do surgeries on babies?
So as you know, the medical field is two types. One is a physician, where they do the critical care and they give medicines, the vaccines and all. They are surgeons, okay, where they cut and stitch and all these things. So there are two different fields. I am not into the surgical part. I'm a physician and I'm a critical care intensivist. Okay, those I put tubes into the mouth. I babies who are sick on ventilator and things like that. Surgeon is a different.
So no stitching and all of that stuff.
We do a lot of stitching, but not the surgical part of it, where we remove some organ of something, some cuts and all these things. And the critical care has lots of stitching. Yeah, we do.
So while stitching, are your hands stable? Because it would take a lot of, stress and also very nervous.
That's what, as you said, I was in my day one of my residency. Lot of my friends just seeing the blood only, they felt they had to have lots of some juice or water and all these things. As you keep doing it, it becomes a very normal thing. And the blood and all is okay, is what we think about. It's a normal.
So everyone is done with the question. And would you give a brief about why did you become a pediatrician? Also, what are the challenges that you face as a pediatrician while the stuff that you do at your home? So for example, you someone in your home is sick, but you also have a very difficult surgery which you have to the childbirth or something, and you have something going in your home. So how do you manage all of that?
Why I have become a pediatrician? One thing, being a doctor or into the medicine, it's not about the commercial part of it. Okay, so it's more all about saving lives, making the patient or the baby free of disease, suffering and pain and all these things. In of it, you have a lot of satisfaction saving the kids and patients. So they have lots of gratitude. There's a high emotion going on, and the kind of satisfaction we get it in this field, you don't get it in any other field. Okay, so now apart from all the training and the gadgets and the kind of technical expertise we have now, patients or the parents expect that we should be that healers kind of thing. That is, they want us to listen more to them, understand their pain, what is going on. They want a helping hand. The touch is what they expect more than that is there. The treatment, the expertise, the technical thing, the ventilators, all these things are by default. But they want that compassion, passion, care within this high stress situations. They want that, which they appreciate in those things. Yeah. And as you said, it's a high tension thing, and we are taught and we are trained that the patient is the priority. So whatever we have, whatever work, skipping something or skipping some important event, those all become the secondary, and the patient becomes the priority. That is the way we are taught, and that is the way we have been trained. And medicine is all about, you see lots of magic, miracles happening, okay, that we don't have at one point, no hope, nothing, but the next day the child actually gets up. So it's all very satisfying. And
We hope you enjoyed this insightful conversation. Our young minds developed health awareness, critical thinking, teamwork, and learned the importance of asking the right questions. Stay tuned for more curiosity-driven learning next semester. See you next time.